Hi Small Business Project community. I just wanted to put up a super quick video to talk you through the system that we use to keep in contact with our customers throughout the month to make sure that we get paid on time every month. Now, the evolution of this system means that all of our customers are educated and they do pay us on time every month. So once you start being consistent and start processing a system and show your customers that you're on top of it, that they can't pull the wool over your eyes, and that you really mean business, that you want to get paid by a certain date, you will see their behaviours change. So let's get into it. Here is the system that we use. So first let's talk invoices. You need to decide whether you send your invoices with every order or at the end of each month. We do it with every order. Every time a customer's order leaves our factory, they get emailed an invoice. Now, to make sure that all of those invoices don't get lost in piles of paperwork, on the first of each month, we send a statement that collates those invoices and details every single one that was sent in the previous month. So if you ordered off us in August, you would get a statement on the 1st of September that lists out the invoices that you owe. Also on that statement is a very clear, bold box of text that says all of these invoices are due on the 30th of the month. Our next date that we contact our customers is the 20th of the month. Now this is a proactive email. Before we instituted this system, the main problem we had with our customers was that they would underpay us, or they wouldn't pay us at all because they were claiming that they didn't get sent an invoice or they didn't have an invoice that we listed on their statements. So this information would come to us after the due date, and then we would be scurrying around getting them the paperwork they needed. They would then have to process it on their end, and it would add another week onto payment date. So we've decided to be proactive and move all of that stuff forward before the due date. So on the 20th of each month, we send a proactive email that's nice and friendly, that has all of the invoices that are due attached, and says just a reminder that your payment for all of these invoices is due on the 30th of the month. If you have any questions about these invoices, or if you have problems paying by the 30th of this month, can you please let me know? So that opens up a dialogue and people are able to voice any issues or concerns that they might have before the due date, and you can sort them out. The next time we talk to them is on the 29th of the month, and that's a bit of a cheeky reminder, but we're using that as a way to jog people's memories. So on the 29th of each month, the day before payment is due, we send a cheeky email that says, just a reminder, your total payment of this amount is due tomorrow. And what we've found, the feedback that we've got from customers is they just pay it when they get the email. They get it out of their system, they get it off their to-do list, and they just get the payment made. So we've had a lot of great feedback from just sending a little cheeky reminder the day before payment. Then the 30th is payday, our favourite day of the month. And we let all of those payments come in on that day, and we don't reconcile till the 1st of the month. So we just let our banks and our customers' banks process all the payments, and then on the 1st of the month we reconcile our account and see who has paid, hopefully everyone, and who hasn't. And we print off an accounts receivable report on the 1st of the month after reconciliation and pop it on the wall. So on the 1st of each month I can walk into our accounts team room and I look on the wall and I can see who hasn't paid us and how much they owe us. Then our accounts team gets to work on the follow-up process. So this is the process that we use to follow up and get payments in after the due date. So on the 1st of the month, we contact all of those people that haven't paid on that list and say, we noticed that you missed the payment deadline on the 30th. When do you expect to pay us? Are there any problems that you need to flag with us? We're still friendly at this point because we have developed good relationships with our customers. So if we can help them in any way, do a bit of give or take, then we want to do that with them to keep that relationship fluid and open, as long as it doesn't happen all the time. But we certainly are open to allowing a couple of extra days for payment if they need it. That's one great way to build great relationships. On the 3rd of the month, we start to get cranky. We've had it. We want payment. You said you'd pay us. Where's the money? That's the cranky email we send. and we threaten our big stop supply action. So our big go-to cranky action is the stop supply. That for us works because we have a lot of regular customers, and these customers put in orders with us all the time. So if they haven't paid us by the 5th of the month, we put them on stop supply, which means that we don't work on their orders that are currently in our factory. We certainly don't send out any completed orders that are waiting to go on the freight trucks, and we don't process any new orders that they put through. So that delays their customer. They don't want to do that. So they will always make sure that they do not get on stop supply with us, because they know that we're serious and we will do it. If we still haven't heard from anyone after the first cranky email, we make a cranky phone call. Our cranky phone call doesn't always get answered, because obviously people who aren't paying are dodging. But at least if you don't speak to the accounts person who you're in contact with, you speak to the director of the company. You speak to the sales rep who has orders in. You find someone in that organisation to talk to say, you guys are going on stop supply tomorrow. I can't do anything about that process because it is our system, and you guys know it's our system. We've given you fair warning. So why don't you make sure that payment happens today? Do not get off that phone without speaking to someone. Now on the 5th of the month, it is stop supply day, super cranky day in our accounts office. We send a cranky email to everyone who hasn't paid, and we say, you are now on stop supply. What that means is all of these orders that you have with us, and we list them out in the email, are now delayed because you haven't made payment according to our schedule. So make payment, get in contact with us, and we will take you off stop supply. We really put in and emphasize the point that they need to get in contact with us to get off stop supply, because we want to talk to them. We don't want them to just make a sneaky payment. We want to say, what happened? Can we help you make your payment by the 30th of the month? Were you just running short that month? We want to open up the dialogue. Remember, we're building relationships with these people. We don't want our only contact with them to be crankiness. So make sure if you have a cranky action that you get to talk to them afterwards. Talk to the accounts people afterwards and rebuild that relationship. You don't want to end on a cranky tone. So that's it. That's our complete customer contact system to make sure we get paid on time every single month. Now that system really works in our business. It's a strong system for us, and we tailored it to what behaviours we saw in our customers and make sure we cut out any issues that they had around payment by being proactive. So it's a good system, it's a proactive system. But it also works because we're consistent, because on every one of those dates, every single month, the same action happens. Our customers know what to expect from us. So be consistent in your approach to this system and you will get paid on time every time. I can pretty much guarantee that.